Hey, good morning, everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement. It is December 23rd, Monday, 2 days until Santa comes. I can hardly wait because Santa's bringing me some new records. I guarantee it. And I'll be here on Christmas Day to tell you about them. What's spinning? Another episode of What's Spinning. So, I did my video on my top 12 favorite live albums, and it's getting great response. Thank you so much. I heard my friend Robert Hagerman is going to do one too, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I, whenever I do these rankings, I guarantee after I'm done, I have a regret because I always leave one of my favorites out. I rack my brain on these things going, am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? And I always miss one. And in this case, I missed Little Feat's Waiting for Columbus. Definitely top 5 live album for me. I'm going to sneeze. Larry's going to hate me. Sorry, Larry. Larry has a phobia about sneezing. Waiting for Columbus. One of the great live albums of all time. Love Little Feat. Anyway, I wanted to give it a mention. So afterwards, I felt so guilty, I had to play it. And this is the reissue. And it's amazing. It sounds so good. Really good. If you've never heard that album, check it out. Fantastic stuff. Before I get started on what else is spinning, well, I guess I could include this in a way. I am on a bit of a Miles Davis kick. And I changed the cartridge on my turntable, I don't know how long ago now, a month ago or 2 months ago, whatever it was. Anyway, at the time, I bought another pair of speaker cables. I can't remember what the name of them are, Nordquist or something like that. Anyway, I don't even know why I did it, because I have nice speaker cables, but I just wanted to try something different. I know one, because mine biamps, meaning you get two, I think they call them not biamps, but they're, so you get your 2 plug-ins that plug in the back of your amp, and then you got 4 that plug into your speakers, whatever the hell they call them. Anyway, I wanted to just get 2 and 2 to see if it made a difference. So I plugged them in. I wasn't happy with the sound of my vinyl at all. I thought it sounded like there was dust on the needle, but everything was clean and everything. I checked everything, rechecked all the connections, freaking driving me nuts. And finally, I put my old ones on, and everything's cleaned right up. Beautiful sound. Just went, oh man. So I contacted my good friend Greg, who operates Forest HiFi in Kingston, Ontario. If anybody's in Southern Ontario looking for any audio equipment, check with Greg. He's awesome. And anyway, he gave me a store credit of $100. So I'm walking around. He's got a few like records and CDs and stuff in there too. And I'm walking around, and then it dawned on me, I don't have a Blu-ray video player. I said, you happen to have one around? And he had one on consignment, a nice Sony one, with the remote and everything for $75. So that cleared up $75 of my money. I took it. I haven't hooked it up yet, but I finally can watch movies if I want to. And I was walking around looking at how to spend the other $25, and I found this Miles Davis comp box set, I guess you'd call it. It's the Columbia years, 1955 to 1985. And I just said, man, I got to get this. This will be a nice listen, nice career retrospective. And it certainly is. Like, disc 1 is blues, disc and standards. Disc 2... Oh, maybe, no, I'm sorry. Disc 1 is blues. Disc 2 is called standards. Disc 3 is moods. Disc 4 is electric. All the Live Evil stuff and all that stuff. Anyway, I listened to Disc 1 so far. Sounds good. And you get a nice booklet with lots of reading and stuff in there. So I was happy with that. I got it for $20 for 4 CDs. So that kind of tied up my money. Anyway, back to what is spinning. My buddy and I, Larry Graves, if you'll still talk to me after I sneezed, are going to collaborate tomorrow afternoon. I'm not sure if we're doing it live or filming it. On probably filming it. David Bowie. I'm not going to tell you what the theme of the collaboration is, but I will say I had to do some deep diving into Bowie, and then I got listening to a lot of Bowie. So I listened to my favorite 3 Bowie albums. Low, my favorite one. Heroes, probably my second favorite one. And the album that has become my third favorite is Metropolis, which is Man Who Sold the World. Freaking love this album. That first track on Man Who Sold the World, one of my favorite Bowie tracks. The Width of the Circle. Oh, incredible. Yeah, so, and Heroes and, Whoa, I love the instrumentals. I'm mesmerized by them. Absolutely gorgeous. So Bowie was getting a lot of attention yesterday. Never too far from the Grateful Dead. And I was listening to this. This is called Spring 1990, So Glad You Made It. Now, this was a giant box set. This is a 2 CD comp of what was like a multi-disc box set. And there's a lot of people, Grateful Dead, people who are not big fans of that era of the Grateful Dead. But, I mean, a lot of people do, obviously. That was probably their most successful period, but in terms of audience and everything, the 80s and 90s, but that's where they made all their money, I think. But people didn't like the Brett Midland era that much. I love it. And this is a really, really nice sounding. They really sound good together. It's very polished. But they start off with Sam Cooke, Let the Good Times Roll. And then they do a lot of the later hits like West LA Freeway and Fade Away, things like that. So this is it's a favorite of mine. I love it. Anyway, one more CD and then some more vinyl. I bought this a month ago or so ago, and just like the more I play it, the more I frickin' love it. This Chicago Live at the Kennedy Center, 1971. Fantastic. If you like Chicago, you gotta own this. You have to. There's some killer stuff on here. Killer. Excellent. When I did my review of this, I said I wasn't that crazy about the first disc. I thought it was kind of like they were sleepy, but the more I listened to it, the more I was wrong. The whole thing, just awesome. Great live album, Chicago. Okay, a couple more. Well, let's save that for last. How about this woman? I got turned on to this from one of my viewers, and they sent me this. I wish I could remember who it was. I'm sorry. But this is a freaking awesome album. If you like acoustic blues, Marianne Bradley, I believe she's Irish. I Keep These Old Blues. What a great sounding album. What a great album. Just blues, just country blues, oh man, it's just like freaking amazing guitar player. She's just a young girl and sounds freaking unbelievable. Loving this album. It's a favorite right now. Marianne Bradley. Check it out if you like acoustic music. XTC. My favorite XTC album, English Settlement. Gave this a listen the other day. It's not a bad note on this album. It's just incredible. Top 10 album of all time for me. I was watching my the people who have done my CD tag for 2025, which is overwhelming. Like I've been so busy watching all these videos because I feel like if they're going to honor me by participating, then I should take the time to watch. And I've watched, if I've missed one, it's only because I haven't found it yet. I have tried to watch every minute of everyone and comment. It's been fantastic. I got like 2,000 views, and Really, really cool. I had no idea this was going to happen. Anyway, I just watched a gentleman the other day. I can't remember who he is. I should make a list of all the new channels that I've subbed who did it and then give him a shout out. Anyway, he showed an XTC box set called Transistor Blast that I did not know existed. It's a 4 or 5 CD set with all BBC sessions and stuff like that and live stuff. I gotta have it. I went on Amazon. It's not available anymore. Whatever happened to it, I don't even know when it came out. And but anyway, it's available on Discogs from about 4 sellers, but it's all in Europe and Britain or Netherlands, wherever the hell it is. Anyway, so now I got to figure out, do I want to spend the money? And we got a postal thing going on here, so everything's slow. And but it's definitely I've got my eye on this Transistor Blast. If you're an XTC fan, okay. Last but not least, Bob Weir from the Grateful Dead. These are both kind of Grateful Dead related, so if you don't like it, you can go. Bob Weir collaborates with these guys called the Wolf Brothers, and they go on tour. And this is the second album. The first one I have on CD. The second one is Live in Colorado. And this is freaking awesome stuff. So there's the album cover there. Then these are the inserts. And it'll tell you what songs they're doing here. So they're doing, this is side 3 and 4. They're doing the other one, Broke Down Palace, Days Between, and Ripple. And on disc 1, Mama Tried, Eyes of the World, What's Going On, which is a fantastic version of Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, and then a beautiful version of Terrapin Station Suite, which is like 20 minutes long or something. Yeah. But really, really, I love these. Love it. And last but not least, this is pretty close to my favorite Jerry Garcia solo stuff, the Jerry Garcia acoustic band. I bought this in the 80s when it came out, and just that's when Jerry, as just a human being and an artist, really started to resonate with me. Before then, Grateful Dead were kind of just casually like them, but once I heard this, the guy became like grew to be a hero of mine, and I just love the man so much. But this is a great album of acoustic music, fantastic stuff. And this was a reissue on Record Store Day a couple years ago, but it's on purple vinyl, and just fantastic. Wow, that's what's spinning. I hope everyone has a happy Monday. I hope if you don't watch any of my videos, 'cause I'll be back on Christmas Day probably. Hope everyone has a great Christmas with you and your families, and we will talk soon. Take care.